Hey Pat, it's Midnight Designer, and we are back playing 7 Days today. And in our last episode, we were engaged in night mode, doing the grindy activities, the this and that we always engage in between the episodes. And in this episode, it is time for us to begin trying to figure out some fortifications for the base. We have the day 28 horde coming in about 3 days. And so we will need to figure out some kind of defensive scheme, if you will, to get some zombies taken care of as they embrace the poles. I don't know what I was going for with that. Something more dramatic than poles. So I have an idea, a plan, if you will, and as it were. And I'm still kind of formulating it in my head. So we may do this, and I may say, this is no bueno. Or I may say, Eureka! Either way, we'll say something foreign. Or at least un-American. I'm kidding. I'm playing. You know how I do. All right. So let's see here. Let's get rid of this. And just kind of use my brain to figure out how we're going to play this out. Because the idea I have in my head is to somehow use a combination of barbed wire and concrete half slabs. Right? Right. That is the plan. That is correct. So let's get rid of all of this. Because it'll mess up my flow. So the idea is to have half slabs and the standing barbed wire alternating so that the barbed wire is sort of a half block. The zombies are hitting the barbed wire at the half block mark. So basically, if I can demonstrate real quickly. So let's see here. Nope, wrong button. Wrong button. I guess wrong. No, that's right. Is that right? See, I'm still trying to figure it out in my brain. So, zombies here. And that's here. So was that right? So, half block and then this. But it's going to be on this level. So, okay. I got it. This is like this. And then this is like this. But I'm going to dig this out so that this is sitting on the block this way. So, right, hold on. This half block is taking up the top half. Here, let me get some frames and see if I can explain this proper. So this half block is sitting on the top half of this block here, right? And this block is sitting on the bottom half of the block above. Now, there's no dirt exposed as a result thereof, and then this would go like this, right? And so they're hitting it at a half block level, and so hopefully they'll be less inclined to attack it. If that makes sense. So this half block level is, let me turn it around like this. And then this half block level is like this. And then we have barbed wire along here. And then we dig out another row of debt. And we place here. And then repeat. Right? So that's the idea. Causing the zombies to sort of, it'll mess with their pathfinding a little. It'll cause them to hit the barbed wire at an angle that I don't think that they would wind up attacking it. So that is the plan. So let me lay out a row on this side of the base, and I will come back and show you a little bit of progress. So you hold tight, Pat, and I will be right back. And we're back. And this is where we are so far. Now, if you're wondering to yourself, what is he going to do in the middle? Well, wait. Oh, I can't put stuff on you? Can I do like this? Because I've tested the barbed wire and it does work. I'm thinking what I'm doing here will be in these corners, because I really want this level to be square. It just didn't make any sense otherwise to do it form shaping, because of the way of that this is set up. It needs to be even numbers of things, and so every once in a while there's an odd change in direction instead of even. I think what I'll do is I'll leave the corners open, but what I will do is put a bottom slab throughout, and then regular sheets of barbed wire on top of that. So it would be, let me continue to point with my corn here. So there would be a slab here, right? And then that would take up this full block, and then barbed wire flat on here. So the zombies are actually walking underneath it, and they would be hitting the barbed wire at like knee level. So that's the idea for in here. So all we got to do is get a ton of resources in order to get that accomplished. But yes, I did test the barbed wire. It does work. Very effective in making me bleed. So we've got about a quarter of the way through with one, and I would want at least 3 levels of barbed wire to go all the way around. That would be ideal, but you know, that's a lot of resources, and it is still only day 21. I really should fix this. Recipes, corn, 8. Recipes, potato seed, 8. We should get ready to replant. All right, so the way I've been doing it is get un shovel. Oh, and I have been leveling up my spike club. I'm now at 386, so that's pretty cool. And then let's see here. Just trying to eyeball it. See, and this is why I got myself talked in the live stream to following the contour of the base rather than following just making a square around it. Boggles the mind, but I did. Anything for the fans, you know how it is. Okay, so this puts us level with that, so we want to go one more, I guess. Or we could just call it here and then just sort of adapt there. Let's adapt. Let's adapt, because that's too much area, in my opinion, if we include this entire row, to have not incorporated into the system. So let's just dig down that away. We still got time until the day 28 horde, don't get me wrong. It's just a matter of getting all the resources needed to complete the project. And obviously, for some of this, we're going to have to readjust the lighting. And I want to remove this stuff and replace it with concrete. So that's going to be expensive. Okay, so that's where it will land. And so we just flip it this away. And oddly, the half blocks are the same cost as full blocks in terms of how much concrete it uses. So that's kind of disappointing. I thought I was being very frugal. Hello, oh, I can begin my quest. I'm not using you. I'm not doing rabbit flambe. It's so hard to aim this thing anyway. Where's the rabbit? Where's the rabbit? Oh, there's no way I'm gonna find it in this ridiculous overgrowth. Unless make a rabbit noise. Make a rabbit noise. Never mind. Okay. Oh well. So, yeah. There we go. So yeah, it's just a question of gathering the resources, tying everything else together, replacing the blocks up there. We probably should have some kind of a catwalk, but I'm not too pressed about that. But we probably should. And fool that I am, for some reason I had in my head that the barbed wire took forged iron. It doesn't, scrap iron. So I made a bunch of forged iron that I wound up resmelting and turning into regular iron. So, you know how that goes. And one more. And I'm using the shovel instead of the auger because in part the auger is, you know, ridiculously loud, and since we already have the forges going anyway, no need to be like double crazy about getting the witches all up in our piece. And this is kind of a precision dig. I mean, a little precision-y. So, and the auger is just sort of everywhere. So it's really hard, at least for me, to control. So I just prefer, I mean, it's a one hit with the shovel. It's no big. So we prepare our surface. Now I went through this whole part off camera, and you just have to take my word for it, without misplacing a single block. Now you know, obviously, now that I'm recording, I'm going to be misplacing for days. And that. It's weird how some of them are just like a different color. I don't know if that's a, because it's not like it's drying or anything. I wonder if that's just like a lighting glitch thing. I don't know. So we'll bring this down and around. See? They work. I've been testing them. Now this highlights even more the need to get some way of ingress and egress, and I may make it like on the same level as where the forging cooking area is, and just have a ramp go off in a different direction. That may be the way to rock that sitch. So let's see, how are we doing on... Okay, so we've got plenty of concrete. So let's see, check it out. Concrete mix, 10 for the half. And then for a full block, also 10. I thought I was being frugal. I was being the other word. Not frugal, or mistakenly unfrugal. So let's plant our crops real quick. We got to keep them going, and we got to do some hunting too, because we've got all these all the potatoes and corn to make beef stew, or meat stew, I guess, but no actual meat. And we've got enough fertilizer to add 2 more rows. We'll have to figure out what it is we want to grow in our 2 rows. All right, and so now we'll shift all of this out 1 for this. Right. Very nice. And then it's just going to 2 and 2. It's like a 2 and 3 level. So this is all going to be, I'll probably do it to here. Yeah, because cutting it back in for just 3 is not worth it. Let me move the bike. My skin is so messed up. I swear. I am a hot mess. I am a hot mess. Okay, and so to here. That works. And then we'll just make the little adjustment there for that 3 and out. Are y'all cranking? Y'all cranking. Okay, let's flip this one upside down. And then take this over. With what? Midnight, what are you even... Do you even video game, boy? And then take this all the way. Hello, landmine. Not today, landmine. Oops. See, I'm goofing around destroying the train. But I had to actually dig in that spot anyway, so I meant to do that. All right. Now, flipper. And the main reason I'm doing this, since there isn't a resource cost benefit to doing the half slabs in here, because I could do a full block, and it'd probably be easier to place. But the issue is, if you can build a bunch of the same block and just make it work, it's a lot easier, because now I don't have to try to figure out, okay, I need this many half blocks and this many full blocks. Not that that's like super hard to figure out or anything, but anything that makes the job a little bit easier is what I will do. Okay, that was perfect. Perfect. Precision shoveling by MidnightDesigner. So we'll take this out one around. And I don't think we're not going to have enough, I don't think, to get the whole base in ringed. But we will have enough to get a sense for how it's all going to be. Okay, and you are... Yep, perfect. And we're going to pick up that divot I dug in there when I was taunting the landmine. Beautiful. See that? pre-dug. One more. One more. We got to make it even. Like a so. And around the bend. And this one. Do we still have them coming? We still have them coming, so we're good for a little bit. Of course, we're placing them significantly faster than we are making them. Is which? Oh, we could have some glorious combat. We could do an XP farm here for a minute and get some zomberts. That'd be a fun way to end the episode. She's still there? She die? Did she die on the spikes? She died on the spikes. Dang it. I should have gone to rescue her. She could have called all her friends and we could have showed them the new build. All right, cranked out some more slabs. Let's put those down. Faster, faster. Let's not prick ourselves. Come on. And finishing here. Faster slabs. Perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, well, you get the idea. Oh, landmine, you wanted your revenge. You get the idea. So, what I'm going to do off camera is finish the work here all the way around to and ring in this with probably a third level. And then when we come back next episode, we will work on getting the tunnel out. We will work on finishing these corners, getting this top done, rearranging the lights. Lots to do. Lots and lots to do before the Day 28 Horde. So lots of building today in this episode, but that's cool because, you know, that's a big part of the game. Tower defense is the way of the world. So this is awesome. And I think this is good. This should work pretty well. I'm not entirely certain, you know, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out because there's a bunch of different of the zombies mechanics that we're going to be testing with this design all at the same time. You know, will they attack? Will they be less likely to attack if they're hitting it from an off-angle block? You know, will the half blocks disrupt their AI? Or their pathfinding, rather. I don't think they have a whole lot of AI. So a lot of things that we're going to test with this, and then how effective, how quickly do these things get destroyed just from wear and tear, blah, 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 blah. We're going to be testing all the things, so it's going to be fine. We're going to learn a lot. So, but unfortunately, that's all the time we got for this episode. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. If you want to start a conversation, why don't you start one? Where? In the comment section below. We may actually survive day 28. Who knew? Thanks for watching, and have a great day.